preparing students for 2030. So these are very essential questions when we choose our education system. It comes arise in our mind. Let me start with Shri Satyanarayan sir from governance.
Hello friends, and thank you for being here with CODE, the Center for Originality, Design and Expression. Why we need it? I'm thankful to Umang for setting the stage that yes, the bumblebee can still fly. So what is it that in the age of AI will keep all of us the way we are, the humans? I'm privileged to have with me an august panel which has been through various walks of life as a student from esteemed institutions, as workers, colleagues, and administrators into institutions of high repute and public administration, as founders who have struggled and evolved, built systems which have handled talent at a larger scale. So let us hear from them what it means to them, that why and how the human intelligence will stay, should stay, has to stay in the age of artificial intelligence. I would prefer to begin with Sir from Sunstone, Puneet here. Piyush here, sorry. Piyush sir, what does this word creativity, cognition and culture mean to you as a person? That's the best way to introduce ourselves. बाकी सब तो chat GPT बता देता है हमारे बारे में. So आज वो पूछ लेते हैं जो वो नहीं बता सकता है.
I think these are all the pillars which define any human being. Because whenever we talk about Viksit Bharat, whatever we may think of, we might have things like GDP coming our way, जब हम सोचते हैं, but at the core of it, it is the human capital. So whether it is personally us or we talk as a nation, creativity, cognition, culture would always be the key pillars. As a founder of a tech school, I can tell you that today coding is no longer a skill. It's table stakes now, because how you apply that, how you solution to that, that creativity will help you lead the way forward. You can ask any question, write me an essay, create me, give me these points, but if you're not prompting the system again, you are not challenging your cognition, you are not challenging your thinking process. And thirdly, culture. I think we have a big 5,000-year-old heritage to live with. There are more than 22 languages, innumerable dialects. To be able to take that along, to be able to understand those nuances is also very important and not to be ignored in this AI-led world. Therefore, no matter where this, and it is quite evident that AI is shaking up a lot of things and will shake up a lot of things. But the power of creativity, cognition and culture is here to distinguish what is human-led and what is machine-led.
Perfect. So it's not about the countries or the continents that are fighting to fight about who owns it, but it's about the human beings of those countries and continents who will be owning it. So let's keep us intact and keep our humanness. Thank you, sir, for that take. Let's have sir, who comes with a background of public administration. Sir, how do you think that creativity, cognition and culture in this setup really keeps you intact, or how does this value into your ecosystem?
Thank you very much. First of all, I thank CODE for organizing this beautiful session. And the kind of passion they displayed in insisting upon me to come here is laudable. And that's why I am here. And I would also like to tell everyone that I liked what Umang said in the beginning very much. Beautifully he presented in a very brief thing. I told Umang personally that I liked what you said. So, I'll tell you how, creativity, cognition and culture, why it matters. I was going around this stall. I also came day before yesterday for something else. So I was trying to meet, this floor has a lot of government ministries. So I was trying to meet trying to find out if there is some officer from any ministry. I didn't find, except in Ministry of Skill Development stall. I met a lot of youngsters, consultants, other people. So I said, are you worried about AI or are you happy about AI? More often than not, they said, we are worried, sir. आपने तो पूरी नौकरी कर ली, लेकिन सर हमें तो बड़ा डर लग रहा है कि क्या होगा, हमारी जॉब्स रहेंगी नहीं रहेंगी, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. I also across the spectrum, I try to meet a lot of people and talk to them, engage them. It's great fun and great learning actually. So I found that there is a lot of fear about AI, and people are actually not very clear about what kind of changes AI will bring. And in this kind of fear and anxiety, we should not forget that our originality, our USPs as a human being, they will matter much more than today in the world of AI, because AI is what the data tells the tool or the bot to give us. If the quality of data is not correct, for example, today if the data is not reliable, the results will not be reliable. So one of my friends said that, sir, AI is not like you ask a vendor to give an AI solution, he gives you and he goes. Like an IT solution, used to give a software, a computer laga diya, ho gaya. It's a continuous engagement to improve the results, because the AI bot will improve its own results based on the quality of data. Different habits, colors of skin and languages, I think that will matter much more in the future. Thank you.
A very beautiful take as put up by Sir, that one thing that's most resilient is us. Amongst all the crowd or amongst all these stages that are set up, something that differentiates is our originality. Yes, and that is to be kept intact. Coming to some very beautiful solution, I would say, or an innovation to education comes from a university which itself is formed on a very innovative format of education. I would request Sir to define his definition of creativity and cognition.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. So as educator, when we jump into this new term called orange economy, right? So the new orange, how the orange would be. So we have seen oranges, but we have not seen orange economy. So the new terminology came which define what creative, how cognitive, and the culture immerse together to define the human being. I represent South Asian University, which is the first university in the world set up by SAARC nations, where students come from all 8 countries. So people come from Nepal to my university, people come from Afghanistan to my university, people come from different destinations. We represent Asia. So within Asia, are we same by cognitive thinking? Within Asia, we are same and we are sharing same culture. So culture to what extent? The same culture. Are we different in culture? When we say creative, Indians are more creative than the neighborhood. Neighborhoods are more creative than Indians. So when I look at this international perspective to my institution, I engage with more students and I evaluate critically what you do better. So as an educator, when I say I'm in the age of AI, we are already in the immersion of the AI. People have already started AI. Students already using AI for different tasks. So when a student come to me, sir, I have done this work, I ask, show me the prompt. First thing I ask, show me the prompt. So it is not the skill that you have done assignment, you have done reports, it is done by GPT. Your skill, like the Piyush said, that your skill is how you define, redefine your code. How you build the skill to understand the code. Coding is not a new thing now. Lot of training usually happen, but what remains as creative human being, how you apply your creative brain that always you can't beat. Technology always assists you. I believe, it's my personal opinion, technology always assists you, technology bring efficiency in you, technology support you, but the decision making is always lies in the human brain. We are using the technology responsibly, we are using technology ethically. There are so much concern. As an educator, I have to train to my new human resource. And I believe this new orange economy will give lot of opportunity in the time to come to the people who feel if my job is displaced, I'm sure some new job will come that you have to learn, you have to survive, and you have to adapt with the change with AI time. So that's my perspective as an educator.
Yes, sir. A beautiful perspective where he tries to say that culture and cognition and creativity bind us as Asia. That's a very beautiful definition and separates us from the Western world, and they tell us that this is what keeps us together. And at the same time, this is what will keep us going will be the cognition. Thank you, sir. Coming to Satya, sir. Coming from an IIT as a student, getting into a technical field of learning, engineering, and then coming to administration. I mean, all these numbers and domains, or I would say backgrounds, sound very redundant and sound very boring. So how still creativity stands with you, creativity, cognition, and culture keeps you going?
Thank you so much, Sweta. Thank you very much, panelists. And I would like to thank that this question is being asked. And I just want to describe the way we are sitting here in this hall, right? After every 1 hour, this hall is changing with the audience, speaker, and everything. So, and this is the standard setup. I would like to give the answer for all these 3 things. This is the standard setup is being provided for all the type of stakeholder, be it global, different types, the type of creativity we are putting or hosts are putting into this is, you will see after every hour, this is being changed. And the kind of cognitive inputs or discussions are being done must be different, and it will creating a level of the discussion and reception of all the stakeholders. And in the similar manner, the kind of culture, both the sides, be it speaker side or audience side or host side, it will be literally different. So my main, just to answer this question, this is a very subjective, and with respect to AI, AI is artificial intelligence. It will always be artificial, and human intervention, human inputs, humans with inputs of human creativity, cognition, and this culture will always surpass. The best thing I would like to agree with Professor Ashish, that the kind of input, prompt, and expertise of that particular field will always surpass. And that's why I was discussing with the Upadhyay sir that कि सब लोग डर रहे हैं, बच्चे डर रहे हैं. मैं कहता हूँ कि बिल्कुल डरने की जरूरत नहीं. उनके साथ इन चीज़ों पे बल्कि मैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से उनका लेवल बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. वो और अच्छे से, ज़्यादा अच्छे से अपने इनपुट को आउटपुट दे पाएंगे, इनपुट के थ्रू दे पाएंगे. तो nothing to worry about it.
So nothing to worry about, friends. The walls are going to remain the same. We are the emotions into those walls, and that is what is going to make the difference. So let's keep the emotions and the humanness intact. I'm happy to say that all my panelists here strongly say that human intelligence will supersede the artificial intelligence. Let's talk about the audience. Anyone who feels that the artificial intelligence is going to top us and the humans are going to stay behind, or all of us are on the same page, let's start with here. Audience, any take on this? Human intelligence or artificial? What comes first? All agree to the panel? Yes, sir, please.
Isn't there like timeline where eventually, like as it's developing APIs and stuff, we see the metas and the alphabets of the world? Isn't there like a timeline where human intelligence eventually superseded even the things which are more to expert level like doctors?
So you mean to say there will be a timeline where this human intelligence will cease to supersede?
Yeah, right now we can say that that's not happening. That's kind of going on. Is there a timeline?
It's a time-bound position.
Basically, as AI improves, is there a timeline like after certain years that AI will be better than human intelligence?
Please. Say your good name, please.
Saurav.
So Saurabh says there is a timeline to it.
Saurav, I think certainly there is merit to the line of argument which you are making. As AI becomes more and more intelligent, our education system is continuously under stress. It is being tested. There is a stress test happening all the time. What's happening is that the shelf life of hard skills is really diminishing. Like if I could hold on to a skill and take my whole life career with it, then it came to 20 years, and now it's a matter of couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, and so that the shelf life of hard skills is really shrinking. But where we need to focus is that not only making. Earlier we used to say that don't learn but make things. Now it's only about not only about making things. You have to understand the meaning of it. You have to apply it. Rather, if you can say that not only artificial intelligence but applied intelligence is where humans are going to really be there, because I can tell my student to code. They can make a chatbot, right? But can that chatbot tell, let's say, a farmer in MP that whether he will be able to sell it at a good price or not? So the application of it, the solutioning of it will matter. And again, the timeline, I think it's right now not an easy answer, but that's the direction where we can at least all go, and we know that we can expand it further.
Okay, thank you.
So yes, maybe that's one of the reasons why we all talk about the fear. Is that a timeline, or it'll be the resilience that will go forward and the humans will become smarter, or the artificial intelligence will become smarter? Yes. So it's a generation that all of us are going to see and go through. So let's keep ourselves crossed for it, that we will remain the smarter ones, as the panel says, or the generation sitting on that side, many of the young faces don't even want to answer because they are waiting and trying to tell us that every next is smarter one. Please, sir.
Yeah, so actually, as I was mentioning you that I was interacting with a lot of youngsters, and in the overwhelming feeling that I got from all of them, apart from fear, is that, everybody is very unclear, unsure about how the AI will shape the world in the future. अभी 2-3 साल की बात मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I mean, he said about timeline, which could be 10 years, 20 years, I don't know how many years. Even I don't know. None of us are sure about how things will actually unfold in the future, with more and AI systems becoming more and more smart, data becoming more and more strong. And so there is a lingering fear among everybody in terms of what will be the impact as it unfolds, because we actually don't know. And there are no mathematical models or something which can predict how things will unfold. But as I said, as an administrator, as a public policy person, for me today, if somebody asks me a simple question that tell me what should be the purpose of having AI, I would say that, when I go to a village, I find that, there are a lot of people sitting without any work. They don't have any money in their pockets. They all look for some kind of employment. कि हमें कोई नौकरी मिल जाए, हम नौकरी नहीं मिल रही है, काम नहीं है हमारे पास. And they are not very well educated. So they are very poorly educated in the village school. क्योंकि वहाँ पे teachers ही अच्छे नहीं हैं या हैं ही नहीं. A lot of absenteeism happens in government schools in the rural areas. People don't go or whatever. All of you know this. So for me, for example, if I talk about AI in education, so I should be able to use the AI bot or AI tool to examine a person's background very quickly and find out what best skill I can give to him, so that he or she can fend for himself or herself, have a decent job. इससे ज़्यादा बड़ी बात मैं सोचता नहीं हूँ, because there is an army of people who have no job, and that scares me more than the AI, because future में अगर इतने बड़े देश में इतने ज़्यादा लोगों के पास काम नहीं होगा, तो this may lead to social imbalances and problems. So for me, AI should be able to, and AI does it actually, because in a class of 50, 100 students, 40 students, AI, with the help of AI, we can find out about each and every boy and girl's learning abilities, how much quickly they can learn, and then we can design programs for them, which a human being, a single teacher cannot do. So anything which we do with hand, for example, plumbing or repairing a vehicle or doing any hardware kind of thing, AI cannot do. It has to be done by hands. Robots can do one day maybe, but then when will that time come again, I don't know. So these are my takes as far as our country is concerned, or South Asia is concerned, because today, we are having neighbors, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. In this neighborhood we are sitting. If any one of the neighbors, as we have seen in the past, is disturbed, the country gets disturbed. So in our own interest, and there is too many people all around in South Asia, so if people can get some kind of job as per their abilities with the help of AI, that would be the best application.
So friends, yes, that's an important take to understand that where the human capital will go and what will be called the human capital. How does you keep it sustained? Yes, ma'am, please.
हाय सो मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ, सब हिंदी
हाँ जी,
समझते
प्लीज
हैं?
प्लीज यस.
जी सो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ विकसित भारत में हम जो यंगस्टर्स हैं 18 से 25 साल, हमारे लिए बहुत आसान है काफ़ी चीज़ों को यूट्यूब पे सर्च कर लेना, चैट जीपीटी पे सर्च कर लेना, बट व्हाट अबाउट आवर पेरेंट्स, व्हाट अबाउट आवर किड्स, what about the people who are like right now in the age of 2 to 3 years and they are learning? अब वो चैट जीपीटी पे डिपेंड करने लगे हैं, या मेरे पेरेंट्स हैं वो चैट जीपीटी से डरते हैं, एआई में क्या हो सकता है, एआई में फ्रॉड हो सकता है, उन्हें हम कब सिखाने वाले हैं कि इसको कैसे यूज़ करना है? 140 करोड़ लोग सब के सब कब ट्रेन होंगे कि हमें एआई का एक्चुअल यूज़ कैसे करना है?
आई मीन आई वुड जस्ट से इंस्टाग्राम यूज करना कैसे सिखाया था मैम?
नहीं सीखे, अभी भी लोग डरते हैं.
So जितना आसान वो है उतना ही आसान है, but it's all about intent. See, education has something. I'll talk to everyone about it. Education requires an intent, for sure. If you have an intent, then maybe yesterday a teacher, first your mother, and then the technology is training you to become there, to reach there. We'll take this question again with our panelists also, and also discuss about human capital per se. कौन सा ह्यूमन कैपिटल हमसे डर रहा है और किसको कब हम ट्रेन कर पाएंगे, और आगे जाते हुए इस ह्यूमन कैपिटल को हम कैसे बना पाएंगे. सो सर, एज अ प्रोफेसर, हाउ डू यू लुक एट प्रोफेसर्स टू बिकम बेटर विद एआई, और व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन ह्यूमन कैपिटल ऑफ एजुकेटर्स to take AI as?
This is an educator's dilemma. To what extent we support the use of AI, and the more important, ethical and responsible use of AI, right? So the question came, हमने कब सिखाना है AI यूज़ करना, right? So as an educator, when we see, क्या हमें स्कूल से स्टार्ट करना है, या हमें कॉलेज से स्टार्ट करना है, या when we go to higher education? So the most important, the foundation comes from the school. अभी आप बच्चों को देखें तो they are more of gadget friendly. घर में टैबलेट है, घर में IPTV है, घर में मोबाइल है, बच्चे के पास व्हाट्सएप भी है, बच्चा खुद से व्हाट्सएप ऑपरेट करता है, बच्चे के खुद के स्कूल के ग्रुप बने हुए हैं, टीचर्स उसमें टॉपिक्स डालता है, बच्चा मेटा से पूछता है कि मुझे इस टॉपिक पर एक आर्टिकल चाहिए 100 वर्ड का, एंड मेटा उसको स्क्रिप्ट करके देता है, और वो उसने वहाँ से कॉपी करके नोटबुक में डाला और स्कूल में दे दिया. This is not a challenge actually. People will learn. People will learn by default. People learn by training, and people will learn through pressure. High work performance environment, जहाँ पर वो टेक्नोलॉजी आपको सीखनी ही पड़ेगी. स्कूल में प्रॉब्लम ये है कि क्या हम उसकी कितनी एबिलिटी को यूज़ कर पा रहे हैं. दैट इज कॉग्निटिव थिंकिंग. क्या उस स्टूडेंट ने उतना ही दिमाग लगाया जितना उसको टीचर ने बोला ये असाइनमेंट करना है, उसने उतना ही कॉपी किया और मेटा में डाल दिया या जीपीटी में डाल दिया. उसने खुद से वो एफर्ट नहीं किया जो हम करते थे अपने टाइम पर, जब हम खुद से सर्च करते थे, खुद से किताब खोल के बैठते थे, खुद से वो नोट्स बनाते थे, और वो सारे काम जीपीटी कर रहा है. सो द क्वेश्चन केम, टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट कॉग्निटिव स्किल रिमेन strong into the market. Learning is not the challenge. Learning, government of India is also taking lot of initiative through digital skilling. कई सारे पोर्टल क्रिएट किए गए हैं जहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट खुद ये चाहती है कोई भी सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया उन पोर्टल पर जाकर अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन. इनफैक्ट आई डिड रजिस्ट्रेशन yesterday ओनली टू AI रेडीनेस, कि मैं AI रेडी कैसे हो सकता हूँ, राइट? आई नो समथिंग ऑफ AI, बट आई मे नॉट बी परफेक्ट ऑफ using the AI. So that is my ability to learn fast. Government has launched such programs through Digi Skilling Portal, जहाँ पर वो फ्री में अपने सिटीजन्स को वो ट्रेनिंग देना चाहती है. Second perspective, new education policy. Government is constantly trying to make over, relook into the perspective of policy, but again, the challenge comes, क्या हमारे स्कूल AI ट्रेनिंग के लिए तैयार हैं? इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर AI के लिए चाहिए, AI लैब हमको चाहिए. सो लर्निंग, पीपल आर विलिंग टू लर्न. देयर इज नो रेसिस्टेंस टू लर्न, बट हाउ टू सपोर्ट And the more importantly, I always emphasize ethical and responsible use of AI. एक और एग्जाम्पल, कुछ दिन पहले लोगों ने घिबली से अपने इमेज क्रिएट करना शुरू किया. किसने सिखाया? घिबली इमेजेस वर, millions of images was created by family, housewife, homemaker, cooking, restaurant. सबने अपने अपने WhatsApp पे डीपी लगा लिया, सबने डीपी लगाया. उस समय हमने प्राइवेसी की बात नहीं सोची, वो फोटो कहाँ जाएगा हमने नहीं सोचा. Instead we thought of creative images which has been created. अभी लोग GPT पे सोचते हैं एक कैरियर क्रिएचर क्रिएट किया जाए, चैट जीपीटी वो सारा कुछ क्रिएट करेगा जो आप करते हैं. किसने सिखाया? वी हैव लर्न इट बाय लर्निंग थ्रू एनी मीन्स. किसी फ्रेंड ने बता दिया, यूट्यूब ने बता दिया, चैट जीपीटी से ही सीख लिया हाउ टू क्रिएट कैरियर क्रिएचर. यस.
So indeed, the human capability to adapt is an important aspect. Yes, sir, please.
Hi, thank you so much for this valuable inputs. Like government is there, universities is there. So my question is like how we are thinking about this rural areas. Like जैसे कि already बहुत सारे universities है, बहुत सारे colleges है, but still after 12th candidates, first year, second year, final year candidates is not getting that much knowledge. Like AI में क्या चल रहा है, ठीक है. अभी तो लोगों को ये भी नहीं पता कि AI में पढ़ना क्या है. It is not clear yet. AI वर्क कैसे करता है, how AI engineering, feature engineering, this data science, data analytics fields actually वर्क कैसे करती है. So ये फील्ड कैसे ये रूरल और अर्बन तो ठीक है, रूरल एरियाज तक कैसे जाएगा. लाइक आई बिलोंग टू अ सिटी मुर्तजापुर जिसका नाम भी पता नहीं है. तो वहाँ पे ऐसे बच्चों को जो कि सीखना चाहते हैं बट दे डोंट हैव मनी. सो व्हाट इज़ द गवर्नमेंट इज़ प्लानिंग फॉर देम. यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जो कि ठीक है सब बेस्ट है, हाउ दे कैन शेप this underprivileged candidates, economically backward class. So yes, please.
That's a very beautiful thought that comes, and in a country like ours where diversity is huge, we need to understand that not everyone has that take. We would also want to listen it from both our panelists sitting on both sides of me, one coming from the government and one who has developed education in a decade, seen India growing with it. तो सर ऐसा कौन सा सिस्टमैटिक अप्रोच है एंड what is the process to make all of us understand that this is new but it will not stay new. When the efforts keep going continuously, we reach somewhere. So sir, a portal like GEM, a government e-marketplace where you have been in the part of the system right from day one of inception till today, how do you really think that the people have to trust on something of a government initiative that it will reach and become everyone's kitty?
आई थिंक यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग, क्योंकि बच्चे भी बैठे हैं, कुछ सीनियर भी हैं, उनको जेम पोर्टल के बारे में पता होगा. तो मैं जस्ट टू ब्रीफ द ऑडियंस, जेम इज़ ए इनिशिएटिव बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री, गवर्नमेंट ई मार्केट प्लेस. 2016 में अंडर द विजनरी लीडरशिप ऑफ ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी सर ने स्टार्ट किया था. फॉर पब्लिक प्रोक्योरमेंट पोर्टल है जहाँ पे जितने भी सेंट्रल लाइन मिनिस्ट्रीज़, PSUs और उसके जितने भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, इन सबको खरीदी इसी के थ्रू करनी पड़ती है. एनी पर्सन हु इज़ हैविंग ए GST नंबर दे कैन ऑन बोर्ड रजिस्टर ऑन दिस थिंग, और वो सरकार के विभिन्न प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज कैटेगरी में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. और उसी के मध्य जैसा मैडम पूछ रही है कि उसको वैलिडेट और रिकॉग्नाइज करने के लिए जितने भी वेंडर हैं, अगर उनकी कोई भी सर्विसेज होती हैं और प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं तो दे कैन बी ऑन बोर्डेड, और उनको एज ए रिलायबल प्रोडक्ट और सोर्स सर्विसेज की हम लोग प्रॉपरली वेंडर वेरिफिकेशन करते हैं और उसके बाद उसके कैटलॉग को ऑन बोर्ड करते हैं. एंड वो सब प्रोडक्ट अगर सरकार के द्वारा, सर्विसेज सरकार के द्वारा खरीदी जानी है तो वहाँ पे टेंडर प्रक्रिया और डायरेक्ट मार्केट के प्लेस के थ्रू खरीदी जा सकती हैं. तो आई कैन जस्ट से कि मतलब इफ़ आई एम करेक्टली पॉइंटिंग आउट, टेकिंग योर क्वेश्चन, कि जो ये सर्विसेज और प्रोडक्ट्स बनेंगे अगर AI एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जो भी हैं, जो उनके प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज बनाएंगे, तो वो सरकार उनको सही माध्यम से ले सकती है. If I'm able to take.
I mean, yes, there is a system that has to start a day. 2016 में जिस दिन शायद जेम शुरू हुआ होगा, हमने नहीं सोचा होगा कि that we'll be able to reach to this level where every smallest of the manufacturer or vendor from the rural area, the urban areas, or every part of the country can become a part of a sales or a sale and buy purchase platform of that scale. So it takes time for sure. Technology integration and adoption and also making it a part of mainstream is a process and journey. Let's listen it from Piyush. That Piyush, how do you say for such a diversified?
The question here. So I think AI अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा democratizing tool है. Learning के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए होता है? एक self motivation चाहिए होता है और एक कोई माध्यम, कोई medium जो हमें कोई पढ़ा दे, जो समझा दे. Now this part of the problem is solved by AI. Right? If you have motivation, and the assumption being we all know internet is everywhere now, specifically for tier 3 towns, for rural areas, now anything and everything can be learned as well as anything and everything can be built. Now you will see that as a trend, we will see lot of solopreneurs, single person, small setups, क्योंकि आप वेबसाइट खुद बना सकते हो, क्रिएटिव्स खुद बना सकते हो, मार्केटिंग कंटेंट खुद लिख सकते हो, एवरीथिंग it's now more empowering rather. So I think it is only more democratizing and more empowering for the rural India. You can build things of your own, you can have aspirations which earlier needed lot more things which are now possible.
Yes, please.
I would like to give, as a parents, I would like to give your answer. I have 2 daughters. मेरी जो बड़ी डॉटर है वो NID अहमदाबाद में है और क्रिएटिविटी में NID अहमदाबाद काफ़ी अच्छा है, और छोटी डॉटर 11th क्लास में है, वो खिलाड़ी भी है और 11th खेलती है. बड़ी डॉटर को क्योंकि शायद उनको इतना ज़्यादा नहीं था, मैंने अब कभी उनको पूछ लिया कि हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू डील विद AI, तो बोला आई डोंट हैव टू डील. उसने जो आंसर मुझे दिया मैं वही आप लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ कि किस तरह से बच्चे सोच रहे हैं. तो हम लोगों की क्यूरियोसिटी भी शायद उससे कम होगी, प्रोफेसर साहब भी उससे खातिब होंगे, कि उसने बोला कि मुझे डरने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं है और मैं अपना पढ़ रही हूँ, मुझे पहले वो सीख लेती हूँ, जितनी देर में ये टूल बनेंगे वो सब हम सब लोगों के लिए होंगे, मुझे उस टूल को किस तरह से यूज़ करना है वो मुझे समझना है, और उसके लिए जब तक मैं सब्जेक्ट को अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ूंगी, सब्जेक्ट को अच्छे से नहीं समझूंगी, तब तक कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है. तो आई डोंट हैव टू फियर अबाउट कि क्या हो रहा है, मतलब समय पे. और जो छोटी डॉटर थी तो उससे, क्योंकि उसके कॉलेज में जो आपने बताया सर, बिकॉज इन एडिशन टू द रेस्पॉन्सिव और एथिकल यूज़ ऑफ AI, तो एक बार मैंने कहा आजकल आप नोट्स किस तरह से करते हो, तो बोला हमारे कॉलेज में बहुत सारे, मेरे स्कूल में बच्चे ChatGPT और यूज़ करते हैं. तो मैंने कहा आप यूज़ नहीं करते, तो बोला अगर मैंने वो यूज़ कर लिया तो मैं अपने आप को यूज़ नहीं कर पाऊंगी. तो दिस वाज द आंसर फ्रॉम हर. तो in addition to what sir Professor Saab has mentioned, we have to educate them for ethical and responsive use of such kind of tool, not limiting to AI.
So
And
perfect, sir. Yes.
I would like to add one answer to his question, that rural-urban divide has always been a challenge in India, right? I remember the time of internet, 2K, internet launch हुआ. It has the perceived that internet कहाँ तक जाएगा, पहले शहरों तक, tier 1, metro, then now you see the penetration of internet. तो आज गांव तक इंटरनेट पहुंचा, वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट हुआ, गवर्नमेंट ने उतना स्केल अप किया, टेलीकॉम कंपनीज को इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाया कि वो उस मार्केट तक पहुंचकर आपको आज एक अफोर्डेबल रेट में डेटा दे पाएँ, राइट? आज जो रूरल हमारी पॉपुलेशन है, दैट प्लेज सिग्निफिकेंट रोल in terms of economy, in terms of business, in terms of small business also, and I agree that education is also a very fundamental right for the student who live very far areas of the India. AI को भी वो infrastructure चाहिए, AI को भी स्केल अप करने में उतना टाइम चाहिए. जिस तरह से इंटरनेट पेनिट्रेट हुआ, धीरे धीरे AI भी उसके पढ़ाई में, स्कूल में, कोर्स में, उसके कुरिकुलम में, उसकी लैब में, वो धीरे धीरे एसिमिलेट होगा. things moving, right? We always look at technology कहाँ से आती है, technology कहाँ बनती है और technology कैसे diffuse होती है. Technology sometimes don't go immediately to every places. Sometimes there is systematic movement of technology from one place to another place. One more thing, क्या हमें fear करना चाहिए? It is better to learn the things. We should not afraid of. जो चीज़ हमें challenge करती है, हमें उसको adapt करना चाहिए. Better the version is the things which challenge you. It is better to look at it, adapt it, and find out the new solution that how we can bypass, how we can surpass, and how we can head-to-head competition with the technology, right? Maybe there is one question by Saurabh, क्या time के साथ में technology इतनी strong हो जाएगी that surpass human being? Maybe it could be when you as a human being feed the LLM. When you as a human being you feed the LLM, what could be the possible situation of a cricket shot? Then the ChatGPT will tell you have to play this shot which is unique. Because you have to feed the LLM first. How LLM will know? The large language model has to understand the human, what human think first, then the LLM work in the background.
Very rightly said, sir. For the answer to be the correct one, the question has to be the correct one. And the question has to come from the audience and the people, that how do we take it forward? Yes, sir. May we have the mic for him, please? Yeah.
Namaste. Thank you for a wonderful session. I joined in late. It was a little far from the other one. So, for India to become the India of the world, we are talking of a 4 trillion economy, 7.3 trillion in 2030. It could easily be 10 trillion if we start trading our people. We are not trading our people. So if anyone of you are connected with policymakers, Indians who travel outside India should, suppose I travel to the UK and I work in the UK and I pay 40% tax in the UK, then 33% of that 40% should come back to India if I want to maintain my citizenship of India. We will become 10 trillion economy just by this. If Donald Trump can play everything, we can also play. So that's question number one, if anyone has any comment on that. Question number two is, someone mentioned about motivation, for education and then the medium for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. I think I would like to hear all of you all on the power of confidence. And does stereotyping in the education format that we have today, does it enhance confidence or does it kill confidence? Because I meet so many students across the country. Last week I was in Hubli, I was in Belgaum, I travel to the depths of the country and you'll meet students who are fantabulous. People say we have Gen Z right now. I think we have Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, all 25-year-old depending upon the geography they are in right now. So fabulous students, but low on confidence. They are not from the city. So what does the education system do to multiply and enhance this confidence? Confidence बढ़ गया ना, तो सब कर लेगा वो. Thank you.
So I'll take the second question. I think as an education system, we have to move from learning to creating to applying. And when we create, when we make things, there is a different kind of a dopamine release which is there, and it also gives you confidence. If I have built a working prototype, which right now, currently the education system by and large is not really supportive of creating things. It is about learning things. And today's discussion where you joined in late, is that even this is not sufficient now. Now we not only need to create, but we also need to apply it. That, is it useful? Okay, this thing exists and it works, but is it useful for someone? This is the next level, because with the AI coming in, this is where we need to be. But by and large, to answer your question, I think the confidence really comes by creating and not just by learning. So if we have more and more creating opportunities, building opportunities for our students across the board in education, across programs, across the board, I think the confidence level and this is right from K-12, I'm not even talking only of higher education, this is right from K-12. I think more and more creating is what we need to really instill.
Thank you, Piyush. We would say that, yes, there was a time when knowledge was the reason of confidence. I know it, that's why I'm confident. But today it is that because I can build it, I can have the confidence. So friends, we are moving from the age of knowledge to the age of cognition. From the age of knowing something to the age of creating something. And that is where we are here to discuss that it's not just the artificial intelligence that is going to take us forward, but it's all our collective cognitive ability that's going to keep the Viksit Bharat or the India or all of us to come back to India. Because yes, we were this, what we are today, but to get you all back to all of us, we have to stay the way we are, and that is something that's going to get us in, that let us keep this intact, the layer intact, the context, the culture, the creativity of ours. With that, friends, I would thank my panelists for being here with us because we have to take this stage forward and the floor will be open for all of us to discuss. We also have a team to have a product demo and a few of our friends to join hands together in taking creativity and cognition way forward in education. So I would thank all of you for being such great listeners and be here till the time we have the next part of the session coming forward with the product demo. I would thank my panelists to be here and would request for a group picture with all of us. Can we have a group picture, please? So friends, this is an inaugural or unveiling of one of the products that we say. May I request the team also to come forward, sir, please. The team here, may we have Ajay Rivalia sir, Viplav sir, Nanda ji, Garima ma'am, Mansi. This is a moment. Digvijay sir, may we please have you here. Yes, we've discussed about creativity and cognition. This is going to be the tomorrow. And this is something that's going to keep all of us intact. So, we are the torch bearers to it, and we present to you a product which is going to make it better and educate all of us for creativity and cognition. May I request our mentor, Onkar sir, to please join us. Thank you, friends. And now put your hands together for a product demo which the AI-led education platform brings to all of us, the ENCODE.
Of the AI Impact Summit, this is ENCODE Live. Here, the personalized journey begins with thoughtful domain selections across futuristic and creative industries. Through personalized learning paths, each learner's journey becomes unique, adaptive, and future-ready. Powered by machine learning, LLMs, and agentic AI, the platform intelligently maps growth, interests, and creative potential. The platform fosters mentorship, discovery, and meaningful skill development. So, from recommended courses to resource hubs and spotlight mentors, ENCODE, the creative learning network. Create, connect, collaborate, shaping personalized journeys for the creators of tomorrow. In a rapidly evolving world shaped by AI, creativity, cognition, and collaboration are the new foundations of learning. Where the Creative Learning Network meets the future of intelligent education. So this is not a static learning. It is dynamic, responsive, and continuously evolving with the learner. At the AI Impact Summit Bharat 2026, learners, educators, and innovators engage with Encode's live ecosystem. They can explore domains, interact with creative pathways, and experience how technology and creativity converge. Design the world you want to grow in, a philosophy that places creativity, exploration, and individuality at the core of education. With an intuitive interface and curated experiences, Encode enables learners to discover, engage, and progress at their own pace.
Here with us because we come with the promise to educate you in a better way, to strengthen the education systems and to strengthen all individuals with better creative cognitive skills. We do have partners with us who have joined hands to make this mission and a revolution a stronger one. May I request our partners here who have joined hands with us to take this forward. We have Nimbus here with us, the Next Gen Academy, a proud education partner to the country, Sunstone. May I please request your statement for how do you take it forward along with your current work that you're doing? How will you add it up as a creativity layer to the systems?
No, I think this is what would separate a graduate from a real world professional, because we really need this layer. Beyond this, everything rote, everything monotonous is going to be taken up. One gentleman asked about the timeline. That question is pretty real. And I think partnerships like these will really help us future-proof our students. So really looking forward.
Thank you, sir. We also have our team from Mech Connect from across the borders with us to join hands. The Next Gen Academy.
So, we are proud to contribute to this academic industry partnership by bringing the design-oriented courses to our coding students. Our focus is that our students should not only learn the coding, they should have idea about the design thinking, digital thinking. They should apply all these stuffs in the product development. We want to make them entrepreneur. So definitely this product going to help us a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have a strong education partner with us called Nimbus.
Yes, learning is already there with the academic institution. I saw this entire presentation, was really great. One of the things which I saw here was with learning the accessibility should be there. So we have solved the problem of accessibility, but with Code EDU, I guess collaboration, providing the next gen courses, exploring or connecting or creating network would definitely help the students to be industry ready, and it really do wonders into this AI world.
Thank you, sir. The Mech Connect.
We are going to, I'm happy to see that the product. To be frank, we're too excited as well. As she said, that we'll be taking it abroad and see that we have a platform of students. So we'll be definitely taking it and joining hands with them on this. Thank you.
So thanking our partners, may I request our partners, Ajay Revalia sir, Viplav sir, to please come forward for this, for marking this milestone time that we have. We have good education partners with us who plan to take us forward, not just across the country, but across the continent, and make our intent stronger. Make our intent stronger with an MOU that, yes, together we stand to make the education more meaningful for the Viksit Bharat to come. So may we have a picture to document this? All of us are overwhelmed to stand on a stage which the government has provided us with, so we want to be a part of this milestone. Nanda sir or Viplav sir? Hello.
So I would like to invite our all panelists to come on stage. So, and Nanda sir, Ajay sir, Viplav sir, please be on the stage to felicitate our panelists. Piyush sir, Gyan Prakash sir, please come on stage. मीना से चलेगा अच्छा हाँ मैम को हाँ 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 yes sir thank you so much for short notice you come here
नहीं चलिए अच्छा लगा मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा and discussion is inconclusive we keep going and also the subject is so complex nobody knows actually thank you.
So with this, I will conclude this session. I hope everyone enjoyed this insightful and wonderful session. And everyone agreed with this. AI may automate ecosystem and system, but creativity determines direction. Thank you so much, everyone.
क्या हुआ?